If you want to know how the Moog Subsequent 37 CV sounds in released tracks with real actual streams, this is the video for you. I will show you the actual Moog part of a few tracks with and without effects. And don't worry, we are not going to play through entire minutes of music, just going to show the Moog part. The Moog Subsequent 37 CV is a paraphonic analog synthesizer, meaning it has two oscillators as a main sound source. Classic Moog ladder filter with resonance, multi-drive and adjustable filter slopes. But that is actually enough technical specification. The rest is in the end of this video, so let's dive straight into how this beast sounds. So Deep Structures is one of my most successful tracks on Spotify. It currently has 155,000 streams. Here is just a few seconds. Yeah, so it's a melodic house track and it's of course using the Moog, and we can take a listen to the Moog here soloed with effects. And then we can disable the effects just to hear the raw audio. Effects again. So it's a little shame I'm removing a lot of the low end here with this EQ, so it kind of fits in this track. It feels wrong, you know, because the Moog has such a nice low end. If I turn it on here, kind of disappears, right? You have to make some hard choices, and in this particular track, I'm sorry, but the low end of the Moog was not needed. If I had kept the low end here, the mix would sound pretty bad. I can turn off the EQ here and you can listen. Yeah, so that's the Moog in Deep Structures. Resonance Frequency, it's a track with almost 12,000 streams on Spotify. This is a hybrid between melodic house and trance. The first part is kind of melodic house. The second part here is a basic trance track. It's just a bass, kind of a bass line, like this. With some automation, of course, cutoff automation and other things. Let's see if I can find the automation here. Yeah, as you can see here, so I am automating the Subsequent 37 CV editor, which I've been using when I am automating the synthesizer. So I have been automating, I think it's, I just see the parameter, I don't see it here because I deleted it, but it's probably multi-drive, cutoff, and probably maybe some other effects in this particular track. In context, I think the bridge is the best part of this track, and here you kind of hear the Moog in the background here if you listen here. So here is in context. Yeah, so this was Resonance Frequency, one of my best tracks in my opinion. Other people don't think that, but yeah, that's the Moog in this track. And then we have Stellar Engine featuring the Moog as a main lead. It has about 30,000 streams on Spotify. I didn't really know what kind of track this was until I put it out on Spotify, or I didn't know what genre it was. But apparently this track is a space house track, so you can listen to a few seconds here in full. And here. So So here we have the Moog with some effects. We can take a listen to this part here. So of course we have some echo, we have some delay, and I'm actually using Decapitator as well here to add some more grit, and we are not EQing so much on the low end here actually, but I have a sidechain of course here because it's kind of an EDM track. We can disable the effects and listen to the raw audio file from the Moog. And it sounds like this. I mean, how can you not like this sound? Yeah, so that's the Moog Subsequent 37 CV in yet another Space House track. And then we have a track that is under construction and it's not released on streaming platforms yet, but it's kind of a trance-ish track where I am using the Moog for a kind of a plucked lead sound, and it sounds like this in context. Even though the Moog is a paraphonic synthesizer, meaning you have two oscillators, you can be a little creative with the notes here, and if you use some kind of dotted delay and things like that, you can kind of forget that it's just two oscillators. And here is how the sound sounds in isolation. As you can see here, I am automating the filter drive on this patch, and I'm also altering or automating the filter cutoff, and I'm using that through the Subsequent CV editor. And the patch I'm using here is from a company called Audio Tent, and I bought it and I modified it a little bit. And here is how it sounds without any effects. I wanted to show you how this synthesizer sounds in real life, and I highly respect people doing synth reviews here on YouTube. It's not something that is easy to do, and of course you want to know the inner workings of an instrument before you buy it. You want to hear the raw sound, and you want to know all of the specifications of something you are maybe considering buying. But this has already been done by a lot of people already. This kind of instrument doesn't really need more preset reviews, technical specification listing, things like that. But I think that sometimes you just want to see the end results of a product in something. And how can this instrument sound in context of other parts? And it might give you some ideas or inspiration to investigate further if this is something that fits your production style, or if this is something that is going to take some space in your studio. For a synthesizer, this piece of hardware is simple and easy to use for a person of my limited brain power. It certainly has its own identity and character. Of course, it's a Moog product, what do you expect? But it's what you make of it in the end that's important in my opinion. I never regret buying this, and it will certainly be used in more future productions. If you want to know more about buying regrets, there's a video here talking about that. As you saw in some of my examples, this synth can really define the mood of a track, and getting this synth really transformed actually the way I produce my electronic music. And if you are not careful, this synthesizer will for sure take over your mix in a heartbeat if you don't use some EQ. I want to make the same style of video with, for example, the OB6. That's a synthesizer I've been eyeing for actually a few years. But my wallet currently says nope. But if you think this kind of, I don't know, review video is interesting, where you actually see the thing that is reviewed in an end product, if you will, you can click like, so the algorithm gods, that's you, actually boost this video a little bit. Also, if you had to choose one synthesizer to use this year, which one would it be? The comments below this video are open.